Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I would like to welcome you into our kitchen this evening where I'm going to have fun showing y'all how to make the best of Southern two worlds put together. Yeah, you read the title right. This is Fried Okra Cornbread. Yes, it's a two-step process. So the first one is we got to get our okra fried. Now, I'm blessed to have fresh okra because thankfully Lyle brought me a bag because it was the closing of the season because we finally got a frost. Or if you don't have fresh okra, you can buy the frozen breaded okra. It works just as fine, y'all. So let me show you. We're going to have some fun here. Alright, you're going to want about a pound, close to a pound as you can get, of either fresh okra or frozen okra. You're going to cut the tip off, and you want pretty good pieces of okra. Well, they look rough because, well, it's the end of the season. You know what? They're still going to eat. And you just want to cut them up in good sizes. That one looks like it's got a bad spot on it. You just trim that right off. Waste not, want not. Alright, I have done cut up. It's almost a pound of okra. Some of them were past their prime. Alright, to this bowl, I'm going to add 2 large eggs. And of course, the recipe will be in the description box below. You want to beat these up really good. And of course, I want just a little bit of slap your mama, because you want your food seasoned. You want to beat your eggs really good. You're going to put your okra in. You want to toss them real good. You want to make sure they get covered very well. Alright, I'm going to let this sit together and marinate for 10 minutes. Now, you're going to want to stir it every so often, making sure that all of it is coated by the egg. And I'll see you back here in 10 minutes. I'll be getting everything else up and ready to roll. I forgot to mention, while this is marinating together, you can skillet fry the okra, the breaded okra, which we'll be breading it here after a bit, or you can deep fry it, which I'll be deep frying it. And I'm going to be using corn oil. You can use corn oil or the #1 frying oil, peanut oil. So I'll be back here in about 8 minutes. Alright, they have soaked for 10 minutes. My oil is right there. It is ready. So, in this gallon Ziploc baggie, there is 1 1/4 cups of yellow cornmeal. If you like white cornmeal, you can use that. But it's just plain cornmeal, not self-rising, none of that stuff. a 1/4 cup of flour, and to that I want to, because you want to season it, you want a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Oh, it smells good. One good teaspoon of garlic powder, might be just a tad bit more. And then a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, or whatever seasoning you like. I'm busting out to slap your mama. You can use Tony Saturday if you want. If you have that, use what you have on hand. And I got a good healthy teaspoon of that. Make sure your bag's closed and mix it up good. Okay, you're going to use a slotted spoon because you want to leave any juice in the bowl. You want to make sure that you get all of that out. And a little bit more. You're going to want to do this in 2 batches. And if you remember when you was a kid, if you're old enough, shake it like you're getting ready to fry chicken. And like I said, you're going to do it in 2 batches. Look at that beautiful breaded, perfectly breaded okra. I got a bowl here. Letting it soak in the egg helps out tremendously with getting the batter to stick on very nicely. Don't leave any okra behind. Now what I'm going to do, look at that, perfectly breaded, y'all. You want a bowl or a colander with paper towels. And we're going to do this, I'm going to do it in 2 batches. If you're doing it in the skillet, you can pretty much fry it all in a good sized skillet at one time. I'm deep frying these, and I want them to get golden brown. Don't overcook them, just till they're golden brown. Bring them out of the oil, put them in your paper towel, shake it around a little bit, and start batch 2. I will bring you back when I am done. See you here in a bit. Forgot to mention, while your okra or okra is frying, it's okra. Believe me, it's okra. While it's frying and cooking, preheat your oven to 400 degrees. So it'll be ready for the next step once the okra is cooked. See you back here in a bit. Time to get busy making the cornbread. Look at that. Look at that beautiful fried okra. Individual pieces, no clumps, no nothing. And you know, I forgot that just come out. I didn't save me none from the first batch, but I've already done quality control. Now, in my bowl here, I'm fixing to make my cornbread. I have a 1.5 cups of yellow cornmeal. You can use white if you want to. Just plain cornmeal, no self-rising, nothing. 3/4 cup of flour. I'm going to want 4 teaspoons of baking powder. You want to whisk that in very well. Okay, I want a teaspoon of salt. I am using pink Himalayan salt. I'm going to just sprinkle black pepper. Might be a half a teaspoon. I'm just guessing. I'm so used to using it. Oh, there's a good chance I'm not going to be using all the okra. Oh, how horrible. Oh, how horrible. I'll make sure it's took care of. I want one, because I like my cornbread seasoned. I want a tablespoon. I'm using dried minced onion. You can use fresh. If you use fresh, I'd use 2 tablespoons of fine minced onion. Onion of your choice. Oh, that smells so good. And I want a teaspoon, a healthy teaspoon of garlic powder. Yes, this is my cornbread. I don't make plain cornbread. Whew, it done got hot up in here. Okay, I want 2 eggs, 2 large eggs. Come on. And like I said, remember y'all, save your eggs. You're going to need them come springtime to feed those gardens, especially those tomatoes. And I'm going to add that right on in. And here I have a 1/4 cup of melted butter. Yes, please use butter, folks. Margarine is not good for you, not whatsoever. And I forgot to mention, I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees, and I have my skillet in the oven heating up with a 1/4 cup of butter in it. Next, I want buttermilk. Always shake your buttermilk before you use it. And I want a 1.25 cups. Cup and a quarter, and I prefer the Bulgarian. It's a whole lot more richer. Now, of course, you can, if you don't have buttermilk, you can always make your own. Take regular whole milk and add a tablespoon or 2 of apple cider vinegar to it, or white distilled vinegar, and let it set. It'll curdle up just like and smell like buttermilk. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. What on earth beeping at me? I guess the oven is. It beeped at me earlier. And you want to make sure that it's good and mixed up. Oh, it smells so good. Now comes the fun part. We get to add the okra. Look at that beautiful okra. Perfectly fried, y'all. Perfectly fried. You want to fold it in. Man, now all you need is some creamed potatoes and some homemade gravy, y'all. Oh, I can smell that buttermilk. You want to be kind of gentle because you don't want to knock the batter, the fried batter off your okra. If it happens, it just happens, y'all. It just means that okra is going to be covered with cornbread. And see, I got a little bit of leftover. Oh, it's so good, y'all. I'm going to set that aside. I'll be right back. I got to go get my skillet. Because you got to cook your cornbread in cast iron. Now, of course, if you don't have any, cook your cornbread however you can. Okay, be very careful because the skillet is going to be hot. Make sure you get all that cornbread in there. Waste not, want not. And be careful doing it. The last thing you want is to get burnt by that cast iron. Spread it out. Alright, gonna go put this beautiful work of art into the oven, 400-degree oven, for 30 minutes or until golden brown and a knife poked in comes out perfectly clean. And I will see you back here when it's done. It is done, y'all. Look at that beautiful, beautiful golden brown cornbread. I'm going to take it off here. I'm going to put my cutting board on top. And we're going to try to flip it. Look at that. And all the little spots where the okra is. I'll be right back. Look at that beautiful golden brown bottom, crispy bottom on that cornbread. It's sliding all around. Now we're going to do the double flip. Well, will you look at that? I happen to have a knife and a plate and some room temperature butter. Oh my, it's fixing to be on, y'all. Oh, good old crunchy cornbread. That is hot, y'all. The best of two southern favorites. Oh boy, that's hot. Look at that beautiful fried okra all up in that cornbread, y'all. That's it. All I need is some fried chicken and some creamed potatoes and gravy. Actually, I'd be happy with some creamed potatoes and gravy at the moment. But you know what? I'm fixing to have me a midnight snack. Oh, get that butter all up in there. Real butter, y'all. Don't you skimp. If you can afford it, look at that. Uh-oh, that butter trying to escape. Can't have that. Oh my gracious. Oh, that's so good. Mmm. Now this would be wonderful to serve. Little extra okra on there. This would be wonderful to serve for Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, mm, oh, that's better than it should be. Mm, man, that is so good, y'all. And let me tell you, the house smells amazing. It smells like fried okra, cornbread. Oh, absolutely delicious. The recipe, of course, will always be in the description box below the video. Simple, easy, homemade. I know exactly what went into making this. And it would, in my opinion, be excellent to have on the table for Thanksgiving dinner. Simple, easy, takes just a little bit extra time. Worth every second of it, y'all. Every second. I'm fixing to go in here and enjoy my piece of cornbread. I just hate Junior's asleep. That's okay. He'll get some in the morning. I hope this encourages you to also try this amazing, amazing fried okra cornbread. It is worth it, y'all. Absolutely delicious. Look how beautiful that is. Just look how beautiful that is. Big old chunks of okra, fried okra all in there, cooked in butter in a cast iron skillet with love. Love for cooking and beyond love for fried okra and cornbread. Marry the two together and you have something that's amazing. Continue to stock up your pantry with foods that will nourish and sustain you. You can also stock up on baking supplies, medicinals that will heal you, protection of all kinds, and above all else, the bare essentials to survive on. I look forward to seeing y'all in my next video, and may you each be blessed. Hoot, hoot. Love y'all. See you soon.